Hi guys! How's everybody today? So I'm playing with that greenish chalk paint that I talked about, that I posted about a couple days ago, and I thought you might want to play with me. So if you jump on, say hi. Let me know what you think of this angle. I know it looks like a hot mess right now. Let me know what you think of this angle, because I kind of, I've been trying to play with it for a while and get it like, so that, it's the best for you guys to like see what I'm doing and like, it still be like, you can still see it the right way and all that kind of stuff. So let me know what you think of this. I did do a poll like a while ago, I did do a poll a while ago seeing like if you preferred it being like facing me or if it being down like this, and this was the better choice. But sometimes I like to actually just talk to the camera, so I hate that like I can't show you my face and see you. So anyway, also if you don't mind, will you just comment? I just want to make sure that my comments are working, because a couple lives ago my phone was being weird. So thank you. So alright, so let's get to it. I am taking this random piece of wood that I found, and I don't really know, it was like in the basement, I really don't know what it is, but I'm gonna paint. I started already, obviously, painting like the back here, but I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna stencil this. I have to finish weeding it. But this cute little design, pick your own watermelon, juicy and sweet, with a little arrow. Thought it was super cute, and I thought that this color is like super fun for kind of summer watermelon stuff. So I figured I would jump on and say hi and see what everybody is doing today, and talk a little bit about playing with this chalk paint. Oh, I hope that my Wi-Fi is good, because I'm looking at this. Can you guys still see me? Because I have like the computer up so I can see comments, and it just froze. So if you're there, would you mind commenting? I want to make sure that this is working okay and that I can see comments again, because that was crazy when I did those koozies. Was anybody on when I did those koozies? And then my phone just totally cut off the video. I had to restart it. So all that good stuff. All those technological things. So okay, so I'm just gonna find that video again on my laptop. Sorry guys. So okay, so I finished weeding, and I'm just gonna grab my transfer tape and put this stencil on here. So I actually cut this stencil like a little shorter, because I want the edge. I want to have a border of this color too, because I'm going to paint, like I painted the back, and I'm going to paint the sides, and I want just a little bit of a border of that color on the front. Okay, so I'm not seeing any comments yet. I'm hoping that it's working. If you're just joining me, hi, welcome. Well, somebody, do you mind just commenting? I just want to make sure that it's working, because I've been having some funky issues with my phone. It's definitely time for a new one. It's just like a matter of actually getting to the store. You know how that is, I'm sure. Alright, so this is going to be fun doing it on the newspaper, but I don't feel like moving it. So I'm using Oracal 631 as a stencil. And I have a few different colors here that I'm going to paint with. And let me find my X-Acto knife. When I do bigger ones, I like to do it this way, so that I don't have to like place the whole big thing. Let's see, anybody on there? Yes, okay, good. I see a comment. Thanks, Steph. This is a 6-inch roll from Happy Crafters. They sell it by the 12-inch too, but honestly, I love the 6-inch, because it's very rare that I do a project where I need it to be any bigger. So it's so much easier to have just this like 6-inch roll. And then if I do need a 12-inch, I just double it up. I've used a lot of different transfer tapes, and it's definitely my favorite. There are certain vinyls that you'll need like a stronger grip. So I do have like Cricut Strong Grip. Just in case, like some of the glitter vinyls I find you have to use the stronger grip for, but honestly nothing else have I had a problem with this one. Okay, can you guys see okay? Are we good here? I think so, right? I just want to make sure that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Alright, so I am going to eye this and see if it's straight. Okay, I think we're good. So if you're just jumping on, say hi. Welcome. I am Larissa with the La La Land Shop. Any newcomers? So I make obviously things with my Cricut, like handmade gifts and home decor, wedding decor, all that kind of fun stuff. That's how I got started, was making things for my own wedding. And then I just recently started helping others with their Cricut, because I remember getting my Cricut and being like, what do I do? How do I do this? Because it's super overwhelming. There's just so much that it can do, and trying to pick what you want to do at first is probably the hardest part, right? So I've been having a lot of fun showing you guys how to do things, and then I also, tell me it's not gonna, okay, good. This is like, I don't know what this piece of wood is, but I just sanded it a little bit, and see how there's like a little white residue, so I was worried that the vinyl wasn't going to stick to it. You can actually see it coming up, so hopefully it won't give me a problem, but, so yeah, I just started teaching others how to use their Cricut, because I've really been enjoying that. And I have a monthly Cricut group, so a fun way for you to learn how to use your Cricut, called the La La Land Creatives. And actually the doors are open right now. They only open a couple times a year, but they're open right now. So if anyone's interested in that, I have the link. I will put it up so that you guys can go check that out. It's a lot of fun. We've done a lot of fun projects in there. Like this, like using stencil, vinyl. I always do that. I always say using stencil as a vinyl. I don't know why. But using vinyl as a stencil, etching glass. This month we are doing, there's like something underneath there. We are doing a reverse canvas, which I'm going to talk a little bit about in a second. Has anybody done reverse canvas yet? Because that is one of my favorite things to do. So I'm actually going to do that live in the group this Wednesday. So if you get in before this Wednesday, you will be able to watch me live and ask me questions. And the doors are only open until Thursday. So if you are interested, make sure you check that out before then. Yes, I made this with my Cricut. The stencil with my Cricut. Yep. It's just vinyl, so you just cut vinyl and then make it with your Cricut. So this is going to be, I have to be really careful right here, because I want to paint all this with the green color, but I want to make sure that I don't get like in there, because obviously that's going to be something different. And I kind of designed this on my computer to see like what colors I'm going to do. So I was thinking I'm going to do, tell me what you think. I'm going to do the outside with the green color. I was going to do the watermelon with the green color. Obviously the watermelon rind with the green color. And then this pink for the watermelon. And then the rest of it black. What do you guys think of that? So I just put my chalk paint on a little piece of foil here. And then I'm just going to paint the outside. I think that my paintbrush is a little wet. Because this happened before too. It was like, I feel like it's maybe it's just not thick chalk paint, this is the brand that I usually use, this folk art stuff. I love this stuff, but I've never used this color, and I was at Hobby Lobby the other day and I saw this color and I was like, ooh, I want to play with that. It looks so fun and summery. And then I pulled it out today and I was playing with it and I was like, ooh, this is going to be fun. Really fun, fun, fun. So I thought this was cute, this little design. I will also post a link later where I got this design. I played with it a little bit. I just moved it around just so that it would fit on this piece of board because it's a little different. It's more of a rectangle, so yeah. I hope everybody had a good weekend. The weekends sure do go fast. Did anybody see my live yesterday? My husband and I are working on putting a fence in our backyard. So we did not finish that before the rain came again. But we are getting there. Okay. Oh, thank you for the great colors. The transfer tape I get at Happy Crafters, so just happycrafters.com. And I said this is the 6-inch roll. Can you see that? Yeah, this is the 6-inch roll. They have a 12-inch too, but I just mentioned before that I prefer the 6 because to me, I rarely find that I need more than 6 inches, and it's so much easier than having to cut like a big 12-inch roll. And then if I do need 12 inches, then I just double it up. So super easy. Steph. So Steph's asking if I should use Mod. All right, here's another thing too. I always say Mod Podge, and I posted that probably a couple months ago at this point, and I'm not alone, but I can't help but say Mod Podge. Anybody else? Oh my goodness. So anyway, she's asking if I've ever done Mod Podge before so that the paint doesn't bleed, but I have done that, and I will do that, like, what did I do that? Oh, have you ever seen those big circle pieces of wood that people get from Home Depot or Lowe's? I did do it on that one, but I don't do it much. I don't really think about it. I don't remember, and so I've never had a problem. That's something else too I'll mention is I've seen other people pull up the vinyl stencil when the paint is wet, and I've tried that and it is so messy to me, and I've never had a problem letting it dry and then pulling it up. So if you're having a problem where like it's drying and then it's kind of like pulling up some of the paint with it and you don't have like the crisp lines, then try that. But for me personally, I've never had a problem. So I'm like, I'd rather not do it when it's wet because it's super messy. But just in case it's like a troubleshooting thing if you do have that issue. Hi, Colleen. Okay, so you're new. So I have the Explore Air 2. So I can speak to that one being different than the Explore Air 1. So, and then the Maker, I don't know how much you know about any of it, but the Maker is the newest one. The Maker is the most expensive. The Explore Air 2 is a little less, and I think obviously the Explorer 1 is even less. But I would recommend at least the Explore Air 2, only because it has an attachment that's already in it, so that if you are doing like if you're cutting, let's say you're cutting cardstock to make like a card, and what it does is it has the blade is always in it, but then it has the attachment so that you can just add your score, or if you're writing with markers, then you just put the marker in there, and you don't have to take out the blade and then have it cut for a marker and then vice versa, if that makes sense. And if you're new to this, that might not make sense, but it's just definitely easier. Something when I first was looking at these, I did not understand what the difference was, but once I got it, I was super happy that I had the 2 and not the 1 because of that reason. The Maker was not available when I bought mine, so I know that the Maker does a lot more when it comes to like fabric, and like there's just more like the design is a little different. It like holds your iPad if you're going to use your iPad for design space. It like holds it on top of it. So there's definitely like a more features like that. But if you're just starting, personally, I would say, and you don't want to spend the $400 or whatever the maker is, then I would say you could do the Explorer Air 2. Unless you're going to do like a lot with fabric. I know that it does a lot more like intricate stuff with fabric and like cutting wood and things. So it has like more options that way. But if not, I think the Explorer Air 2 is definitely a good option for you. So anybody on have a maker and know any other like features that you think are better than the two? I'm always curious to know, because I will definitely get a maker one day. I'm just happy with my two right now, but I definitely will get a maker. Okay, so this pink chalk paint, I've said this before, I just love this color. It's called Flamingo Pink, and I don't know whether I just got a bad batch of it or if it's this brand, because I've never used this brand before. Has anybody used this? Art Minds? It's from Michaels. It definitely didn't last very long. I don't know if you can see in the video, but it's like a super weird texture. And it comes out fine once I like mix it up a bunch and then just kind of paint it on here. But I don't know. I'm hoping that it's just the one that I got was bad, because I really love this color. Isn't it so cute? I think it looks really good with this green color to make a cute watermelon. It's super thick though, so I have to be careful around these letters because I don't want it to pull up and not have like crisp lines like I was talking about before. And you can really see your paint strokes in this one, so you have to be careful because I mean that's kind of the way chalk paint is anyway, but with this stuff it's super thick, so. Okay, so Steph is saying she prefers buying stuff online. Yeah, like I know that Amazon has some really good bundle packs. I got mine in store too, Steph. So I've definitely seen some good bundle packs, because like when you first get started, you don't really know like what to buy right away. So if it comes with some stuff, that's definitely beneficial. And actually, I just compiled a list of things that I think that you should have when you first start, because it's definitely a question I get a lot. And it really depends on like what you're gonna do, like what kind of projects do you want to do. Like, are you gonna make cards? Are you gonna make vinyl? Are you gonna make signs? Are you gonna do like T-shirts or whatever? So I made like a list of things that I think like you should have, like some tools and stuff. And some of them will come with your starter packs, so I'm not recommending like buying them separately, but just like make sure, or just what I think you should have. Oh, so that's on my website. Oh, let me actually put, yeah, see, my comments are not working on my phone again. So weird. So I just posted the link to the Cricut group I was talking about before. And then if you go to my website, thelalalandshop.com/DIY, you can download that list for free. It's a free resource that I made. So that's the list of the 10 things that I think you should have when you first get your Cricut. I love this black one. This black paint is covering so nicely. Yeah, okay, so Steph says she has the maker, but she hasn't had the other one, so it's hard to compare. Yeah, so I look forward to having the maker, because I've had the Explorer Air 2 for so long. I'm really excited to get the maker one day and compare and see like what the benefits really are, so that I can help you guys too and better answer that question, because I definitely get that question a lot. And I remember like when you want to buy the Cricut and you're like, I have no idea what any of this means right now. So I totally remember feeling like that and trying to do my research, but again, not really understanding what all of it meant. So I kind of just, then I said at that point the maker wasn't available, so my options were the 1 or the 2. So I got the 2. And I'm happy I did, like I said. So if you're just joining us, we are just using this stencil, obviously, to make this cute little sign. It's hard to see where the black, and this is a new bottle, so I knew that it's pretty full. I don't want to stick my paintbrush in there too high. So I got this new chalk paint and this one here, this grotto color, and I was super excited to try something with it, so I figured I would jump on. And I want to make sure that everybody knows that my Cricut group is open, because it's not open for long. It's only open until Thursday, and it won't open again until the fall. So if you're interested in really diving in and learning how to use your Cricut, this is a perfect group for you. It's a fun, interactive group. It's like a subscription model, so just like your subscription to Netflix or the gym or whatever. So you pay $20 a month, and you can cancel at any time, so there's no contract. You don't have to, pay a lot up front. It's just $20 for as long as you're in there, and we just learn. We do 2 different tutorials each month. So the first week we'll do, each week we do something different. So the first week we will do like just a normal basic Cricut project. So like we've done vinyl as a stencil, and I show you everything from like design space to cutting it to using the transfer tape, putting it on, painting it, all that. And also like using a vinyl as a stencil like the opposite way, if you've ever done that, which is really fun. We've etched glass, all that like fun stuff, heat transfer vinyl. And then we have 2 live Q&As. So you can ask me any questions. Actually, we use Zoom, so I can pull you up on my computer, and actually you can show me what your question is, which is really cool, super helpful. And one of those live Q&As, I show you like an advanced technical tip. That was close. Like I've showed you how to use contour, if anybody is familiar with contour, super lifesaver. And also like how to make patterned vinyl without patterned vinyl. And then we do another tutorial, which is like a wedding theme tutorial. So if you know any DIY brides or are a DIY bride, definitely a helpful tool for you, because that's how I started. Like I mentioned before, that's how I started with my Cricut. So we've done like bride tribe bags, and we'll do more like wedding decor and things like that. And so even if you don't have a wedding coming up, it's helpful because it just teaches you like techniques and things that you can use for other kinds of parties or just other things in general. So, and then also you can start learning as soon as you get in there, because there is a whole library of resources in there that that like teach you all things like where I buy my SVGs from, where I download fonts from, where I buy all my blank apparel and different blank things that I use. So definitely helpful, because like I said, I remember starting with my Cricut and being really overwhelmed. So it's just it's a good way for you guys to learn your Cricut all in one spot. So you're not spending hours and hours on Google or hours and hours on YouTube or in all these different groups trying to find what you're looking for. It's all in one spot. And I teach you all the things that I've learned the hard way, because I've learned a lot of things the hard way. And just the tips and the different tricks and stuff that I've learned that will help you along the way, so that if you don't have time to learn how to really master your Cricut, I'm there for you. So let me know if you have questions about that. We'd love to see you guys in there. It's called the La La Land Creatives. I posted the link, so go check it out. Like I said, the doors close on Thursday. This Thursday, the 6th. So if you're interested, make sure you get in before then, because if not, doors won't open again until the fall. And it's just the perfect time to get into, like if you have kids and you want to learn how to make summer projects, definitely a good time to get in, and before the summer starts. So, which I cannot believe it's almost the summer. Crazy. All right, so what are you guys thinking of this color combination so far? I'm excited to pull this off. I think it's going to be pretty. This is called Grotto, this color. I don't know. It's this one here, Home Decor, the folk art one. And I'll link all this stuff too, so you guys can see exactly where I got everything. And I'll link the design, all that stuff. I think the design was like $1.95 or something, so super cheap. Which I have to say, if I have any Cricut users on here, can I get an amen? The hardest, not the hardest, but the most time-consuming part is designing, like figuring out different fonts and all that kind of stuff, right? So, which I love to do, but if I'm in a pinch or I'm in a rush, I love finding an SVG that is already created and already pretty and all that good stuff. So I have a whole list of places that I find them all in my group, in the resources section. So I think we'll be good with one coat on the black, because that one definitely covered really nicely. And this green stuff will obviously take a few more coats. So let me know if you have any questions. Has anybody done any summer stuff yet? I thought this was a cute summer design. Watermelon. I love watermelon. If my mom's on, she knows that I love decorations that have watermelon. She always did too, though. When I was growing up, there were always watermelon things in the summertime. I have some of them now. Okay, almost done. So now I'm just gonna do this rind here. I probably don't need a second coat on the pink. Nope, we're good. Oh, and then I do want to just do the sides. So I want to paint the sides and the back. So most of this is green. And this will give it like a green border. But when I pull this stencil up, it'll be nice crisp lines around the outside. Ah! My finger just slipped. I guess I will have to do more pink. Yeah. I also thought about making this kind of rustic and like sanding it down a little bit. I don't know, what do you guys think of that? Maybe we'll see what happens when I take the stencil off. We'll see. Oh, do you hear that? That's my puppy. It's like kind of snoring or something over there. All right, almost done. I'm just gonna fix that pink a little bit there. Can you see that I messed that up a little bit? Yeah, this stuff's just so thick. Alright, cool. So now I'm just going to do the outside here. Grab this brush. See, that black is still kind of wet too. Can you see that? So it's a good time to carefully paint the sides. So it is gorgeous here in New York today. Oh my goodness. So thankful that it's like not hot. It is sunny and not raining. Thank God. So thankful. How is the weather where you guys are? Anybody having crazy weather today? Let's see, I don't really want to touch this. Sorry if you guys can't see. I'm just painting the outsides here. And I also started painting a frame which I'm gonna do when as I let this dry, because I'm just obsessed with this color now. But I started painting a reverse canvas frame. So anybody do reverse canvases? I love reverse canvas, and it is actually our project this month for the group. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit for a second and do that frame. So I started painting this one because I was thinking how cute this, actually the same thing, would be as a reverse canvas. So if you're not familiar with reverse canvas, this frame is actually what's on the inside of a canvas. So like, you know, the ones that you paint, like you painted in school, or you paint at Wine and Design. So when you deconstruct that, this is what's on the inside of it. So they look really cool stained, or you can paint them obviously, and then you staple the canvas to the back. First you put a design on it, and then you staple it to the back, and you have the cutest signs. And seriously, the possibilities are just endless with these. So much fun. So I'm actually going to do that training live in my group this Wednesday, the 5th. So if you're in the group before then, you'll be able to obviously check it out. If not, it's recorded, so you can just watch it whenever. So if you're not available live, no problem. But if you are and you want to ask me questions while I'm doing it, I'm going to do that one live. I usually just do like video tutorials and upload them. I don't always do them live. But I thought this one would be cool to try and do it live. So I thought maybe I'll even do this one. I'll use this frame. I don't know. I have a few others stained and stuff, so I have to decide on an idea. But yeah, I'm just totally loving this. Loving this color. It's so cool. So I'm not gonna paint this whole thing. I just wanted to show you guys the idea of this and how pretty that would be. And then also, I started doing this one too. This is just like a glass jar. And this one, the paint has to dry like a lot in between coats, but I wanted to paint this, so it obviously needs a few more coats. And then I want to sand it so that like the little polka dots would be kind of like clear. You know, like you've seen people do that with mason jars and things. These were actually centerpieces at my wedding, so I have a bunch of them, and I thought, oh, that would be fun to play with that and paint it and make like a cute little vase. I have really pretty pink peonies right now that would look really pretty with that. Okay, so we're almost done. I know you guys probably want to see what it actually looks like when I pull the stencil off. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching the replay, let me know. It's always fun to know when somebody catches this on the replay. And if you think you have friends that would like this project or other projects, please feel free to share this. Totally cool. Or if you know somebody that might be interested in the Cricut group, please let them know. Because like I said, only open until Thursday, so definitely want to not miss out, because then won't be able to get in until the fall. So yeah, this piece of wood is just like, I was thinking about distressing it because it kind of already is distressed. I thought it might be kind of cute if we use some sandpaper and distressed it. So we'll see what it looks like when we pull up the vinyl. I just want to make sure too, when you do that, like the edge, to grab the front here, because you can see like the paint adds like a ridge and you don't want that. Okay, so I can paint the back. I can finish without the stencil being on there. So I think it's looking good. A little bit of it's wet right here, but I think we should be good pulling off the label. So let's see. I don't know why I have so many paintbrushes in there. Okay. All right. The edges might be a little wet. I think we're okay, just be careful. Like I said before, you can do it this way, it's just kind of messy, so. This is actually really when I like to use my X-Acto knife. Can you see over here? Okay, yeah. So now you really just want to make sure that your hands don't touch any of the wet paint. And then touch the white part. And it's okay if like rips and you don't get the whole piece of it, because we can go back and grab that later. Same thing for the inside of the font too. I want to make sure I'm not touching something that's too wet, because I don't want to add fingerprints to it either. So you see, this is why I was saying before, it's like so much easier to just let it completely dry and then do this, but I really want you guys to be able to see what the end product looks like. So I'm doing this a little sooner than I normally would. And so this is the Oracal 631, so it's removable vinyl. They also make, like Cricut makes stencil vinyl, but I just find this is so much easier and much more reasonable. I've used it before, but I just don't love it. I definitely have found that the Oracal 631 is my favorite to use as a stencil. Right, what are you thinking so far? See, it's a little wet, so I'm getting the black a little where it shouldn't be, but we can touch that up with white if we need to. It's cool to see it finally coming together, right? Like it's like that satisfying part. Like, you ever watch the cookie people decorate their cookies? I could sit and watch that all the time. It's so satisfying to me. I don't know why. I just think it's so cool. Alright, so I think I'll just go back in and grab all these little pieces. I think you guys get the idea. And I'm gonna go in and finish painting the back. Now see, I have to like touch up right there because I just touched it with my hand. And then I'll finish the back. And I'll see if I feel like distressing it. If anybody has any opinions on that, let me know. But I think I will let you guys go, and then I will finish this and take a picture and post it on my page, unless anybody has any questions before I jump off, which I'll give it a second because I know the comments are delayed. Alright guys, so thanks so much for watching. Stay posted for this. I'm going to finish this with a couple coats and then distress it. And check out the group if you're interested in learning how to use your Cricut quickly and fun. Check out that group. And yeah, thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me today. I hope you have a good rest of the day. I'll see you guys later.